All right, so creating a video game is very much like writing a story, very much like writing a story. And every story has two parts. One is the setting, and the other one is the plot, right? You probably learn about these in schools. So the first thing we're gonna do is the setting. So I'm gonna call my title the setting, okay? And the setting basically describes which characters are in your game. Basically describes which characters are in your game. By the way, if I'm going too fast, just tell us and then I'll slow down, okay? So I'm gonna have some birds in my game. So I'm gonna say there are 10 birds. Now every sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a period. There are 10 birds. So go ahead and type that into this text box on the right. Okay, so everybody done typing, I hope. This sentence, there are 10 birds. When you have finished typing this sentence, go ahead and click on this button right here called execute, right underneath this text box. Go ahead and click on execute. Okay. And then once you click on execute, what you see is something popping up on the left panel. The sentence that we just typed, there are 10 birds. The sentence that we just typed also appears on the left panel. Okay, so this is part of our object declaration. Every character is also called an object. So these are our declarations of objects. So far, we only have 10 birds. So it tells you how much it understood it. So if you scroll down, if you scroll on your left panel a little bit, you'll see this black area. And this black area is called the canvas. Canvas, like an artist canvas. Okay, the title is called setting. It's by me, Michael Xiao. All right, on yours, you should see your name there. And it says click mouse to begin. Okay, so if we click the mouse inside the canvas, the game starts. Well, nothing's happening. Why not? Anyone? Yes, Lucas?
Because you haven't told the computer to do anything.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Lucas. Because all we have is 10 birds.
I didn't say that.
Okay, right? And now we're gonna add a few more characters. There are 5 foxes at the top. There is a rabbit at the bottom. Okay, so I added 2 more sentences. So now notice the 10 birds, they're all over the canvas. The birds are all over the canvas. Okay, so once you finish typing these 2 additional sentences, there are 5 foxes at the top. There is a rabbit at the bottom. Go ahead and click execute again. Every time we modify the right panel, we need to re-execute to take effect on the left panel. So now you should see that you still have 10 birds. You have 5 foxes at the top, in the top half, and there is a rabbit in the bottom half, right? I'm going to add a 4th type of character, and these are going to be carrots. If you scroll down the right panel a little bit, you will see another smaller text box called the map. Smaller text box called the map. Okay? And I want you to do the following in the map. I want you to type enter, minus, enter, minus C, minus C, minus C, minus C, minus C. Just that for now. Okay. Once you have finished entering this into the map text box, go ahead and click on execute again. Can somebody tell us what we just did? What do you think we just did?
We made 4 carrots.
Yep, 5 carrots, right?
5 carrots.
Yeah. So what do you think the minus sign or the dash sign mean? What do you think these dash signs mean?
Add 5 or add an amount.
Not exactly, not quite.
The space in between them?
Yeah, it's blank space. Thank you very much. Yep, it is blank space. If you have a dash by itself, it's an entire row of blanks, entire row of blanks. So we have 2 rows of blanks, and on the 3rd row, we have blank C, blank C, blank C, blank C. So what do you think C means?
Carrot.
Carrot. Yes. Now above, see in this map text box, there's this red show high map keys. Go ahead and click on that. A legend pops up. A legend pops up. So see the carrot, the left half of this legend is organized by the name of the characters alphabetically. So carrot right here is a little c. You see it? Carrot is C. Okay. And if you click on the legend, you will go away. Click on legend again, go away. So I'm going to add a few more carrots. Like that. I'm going to add a few more carrots. Okay, every time we modify the right panel, we need to re-execute to take effect on the left. So go ahead and click execute. Now I have 10 carrots in an organized fashion. Now note, in the top half in my game plan, did I say there are 10 carrots? No, right? We didn't say there are 10 carrots. The map is also part of the setting. The map is also part of the setting. If you say there are 10 carrots in the game plan, that's also okay. Okay, it's redundant, but it's also okay. You don't need to, because the map is also part of our setting. Any questions so far? I hope this is fairly easy to follow so far. So this is, we're just telling the computer what characters we want to have in our game. Okay. Okay, so if you scroll down the right panel a little bit more, you'll see a few more buttons. You'll see another execute button, and right next to it is the save button. Go ahead and click on save. Okay, so it's going to say it's saved successfully. And it may say something different. It may say it's created and saved. Okay. And then you can click on C directory right next to the save button to see all the games that you have saved so far. I have a few more because I've been doing this for some time. But you should have your setting by today's date and time there. If you click on any of these games that you have created, you will load it into the right panel. Like if I click on setting, it's going to load it back into the right panel, exactly what we have. And if you click execute again, the game canvas will appear back on the left panel. Okay. So far, so good. So we're going to continue to build on this game. Okay. I'm going to say, when the up arrow is pressed, which character do you think the player controls?
The rabbit.
The rabbit. Thank you. The rabbit moves up. Let's go ahead and type that. When the up arrow is pressed, the rabbit moves up. So every sentence is descriptive. You're describing what should happen in the game. So it's not commands. You don't say when the up arrow is pressed, move up, because you didn't say which character moves up. Okay, so you need to say which character moves up. When the up arrow is pressed, the rabbit moves up. So when you're done typing this sentence, go ahead and execute again. Now, as you can see, every sentence that we have typed are also in the left panel. It tells you sometimes additional notes. For example, here, you can also listen to the sentences that have notes or error messages. Here, I can listen to it.
When the up arrow is pressed, the rabbit moves up.
Okay, so here there's a note that says, assuming the rabbit as the control character. So he thinks that you're controlling, that the character control in your game is the rabbit. So I can move up with the up arrow like I'm doing right now. Now, how would you make the rabbit move down?
The down arrow. Down arrow.
Yeah, so how do you say it? You cannot just say the down arrow.
When the down arrow is pressed, the rabbit moves down.
Very good, thank you. You can type the whole thing in like I just did, or you can copy and paste, Control C if it's a PC. If you have a Mac, it's a Command C, and then Control V to paste it. If you want to do that, you don't. If you're a fast typer, you can just type. So now I have four directions that I can move, right? When the up arrow is pressed, the rabbit moves up. When the down arrow is pressed, the rabbit moves down, etc. So when you're done typing, then go ahead and execute. Okay. So right now, let's go ahead and scroll down and save. So our setting is saved. We have declared birds, 5 foxes, 1 rabbit, and 10 carrots. And the carrots were placed using the map. We also described how the control player moves, right? When the up arrow is pressed, the rabbit moves up, etc.